So Anant, UK doubled its per capita income in 150 years. It took them 150 years to double its per capita income. China did it in 12 years' time. And they did it on the back of manufacturing. So my view is that if India wants to grow rapidly, if India wants to create jobs rapidly, it can't be done without manufacturing. Manufacturing has to be driven in a very focused manner. Manufacturing itself is going through a huge process of digitization. If you go to a factory like Tesla, which I did for 2 days, and you wonder whether it's a manufacturing factory at all. Because manufacturing used to be dark, dirty, and dangerous. Tesla was extremely fashionable. The process was very, very neat, clean, tidy, and it's totally a process of digitization. So the consumer, the retailer, the distributor, the floor shop is all getting interlinked, and actually the floor shop is deciding on the basis of data which is coming in straight from the consumer, and getting the manufacturing process is getting altered based on what the consumer is deciding. And therefore, there's a huge digitization. Manufacturing companies will become digital companies of the future, and Indians must embrace this change of technology. And India has a huge advantage because we have a trained manpower. We put up our IITs fairly early, and our IT sector has done very well. We can achieve this quantum technological jump far more rapidly than any other country of the world. And it's important that we do it early. We must embrace this in a very huge manner, in a very big manner. Secondly, I think it's important for Indians to think big and think large, because most of us all the time think of the domestic market. And we think of the domestic market, but my belief is that no country in the world post-World War II has ever made it big without exports. Whether it was Japan, whether it was Korea, whether it was China, they all made it big on the back of exports by penetrating global markets. And while Indian market may give you some returns, the global markets are really big. I mean, they give you big returns. And therefore, it's important to penetrate global markets for Indians. Thirdly, standardization is very critical. In India, the process of standardization is very complex. The BIS needs to be restructured, and we need to do standardization to global standards. And without that, it will be very difficult to penetrate global markets. Fourthly, it's not that there will be loss of jobs. There will be completely new kind of jobs. So India needs to train itself for high-skilled jobs, and high-skilled jobs which will be highly paid jobs. So there will be a movement away from labor arbitrage to a completely different kind of gain, which will be based on our ability to do multitasking, but also a lot of digital technology. And that is really the future of manufacturing. But I just wanted to compliment you in particular and CII for this study on champions of industry, which has identified companies which have done outstanding work, but which has also identified 28 areas where India has the ability to be a world champion. And I think we need to really focus on just those sectors where India has the potential to become a global champion.